First Alert Forecast with meteorologist Patrick Evans.
EDOM Hill camera showcasing a pretty start of the morning, but it is a little dusty out there. Air quality in the moderate range in areas around the valley. Winds coming in out of the north and west. Onshore push, not as gusty as they were in the overnight hours, but we're still seeing winds up around 50 miles per hour in Whitewater. There's the extent of the wind advisory. No longer covers the Coachella Valley. We've been exempted from it, but just because that's the case, it's still pretty gusty out there. And we still have a wind-blown dust advisory from the Air Quality Management District. And this includes the past. The gusty winds kicking up fine particulate matter, which can create breathing issues. But again, the air quality so far has held up pretty nicely. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s this morning. The needle hasn't moved much on the thermometer, but the winds have certainly been continuing to gust. Here's what we're looking at in terms of current sustained wind speeds. And it is a little bit calmer than it was earlier. Everybody's down below the 20-mile-per-hour mark, and much of the West Valley has seen some calming. But as we look at these winds in motion, the models still indicate winds around 20 miles per hour this evening, and then overnight, those winds kick up again, as they did early in the morning this morning. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a repeat of the wind situation until we finally get into late Wednesday and Thursday, where I think those winds will start to settle down. This is the storm system that is kicking up the winds right now, and it will stick around, slowly moving over to the four quarter states as we move through the afternoon. The forecast has us up around 74 today, but the winds will stay fairly steady, and we're going to keep an eye on the air quality throughout the day. Comfort Air 7-day forecast includes temperatures slightly below average today. We're only going to be in the low 70s, and we're usually around 80 for the date. We'll be closer to that number tomorrow. But then remember, it's still going to be windy, and another little weak system passes through that will drop temperatures into the lower 70s Thursday. Friday, we start to recover, and for your weekend, a whole different story. Less in the way of wind by far. It'll be nice and calm. We're going to have lower 80s on Saturday, and then we start to warm up. Upper 80s, close to 90 as we head toward Monday. So a big change and a nice warming trend as we move into the second full weekend of the spring season. That's your First Alert forecast. We've got more coming up after the break. You're watching News Channel 3. We're the Desert's news leader.